Greetings, I'm Mark with Unlimited Story, unlimited-story.com, a channel dedicated to writing, world building, marketing, and most importantly, getting things done. If you want to support this channel and the things that I do, just search Unlimited Story on Kindle or Kindle Vella. That's me. Just read until your eyes are so full of words that, you cry or something. Anyway, in this video, I am reading Mandala by Edward Eidolon. And here is the description. An odd team of assassins track their target across the urban sprawl of everyday America. But is this world real or something more? Highway shootouts, office building, grenade panels, strange doors. There's nothing else like it until the next episode. All right, well, let's see what we got going on here. We have actions, dreams, thriller, crime, Slipstream, Burgerpunk, and magical realism. All right. And over here we got a gun with a city on it. It's already giving me like a Sin City vibe, so I don't really know what's going to be happening, but I'm just going to assume it's Sin City. So basically everything's black and white with it's going to have a few pops of color. So we'll see if that matches up. Here we go. I have just finished reading the first 3 of Mandala, and I gotta say, there is so much happening in this story. I am really struggling to keep up. There are a lot of characters, and some of them have multiple names, and that totally screws me up. So here we go. We're gonna start out with the main character. Like, I don't even know who's a good guy, because there's the target, who I don't even like the target. His name is Paul, I think, and he is always drunk. He's always high. He's always under the influence of something. He apparently has like a cover job where he just works. He just has somebody else fill out his reports and pays the guy off. He goes to see a therapist that he lies to for the most part. Anyway, I just really don't like this character. And I got to say, my biggest struggle with him is he's always messed up, but he seems to be pretty functional. Like, he seems to be doing stuff okay. Like, I've never been under the influence of anything, so I'm guessing that you can't go to work and drive and well, he doesn't drive, he actually gets an Uber, but you can't really, I don't know if he's snorting coke and, I don't know. I struggle with this guy doing anything that requires any cognitive function just because I don't think it's possible. But, what they taught me in Dare back in the 90s, may or may not be accurate. Times have changed. So whatever the case, there is Paul, and he is pretty much a crappy person. I've just decided that I don't like him at all because, as I stated before in other videos, I don't like characters who think highly of themselves. So now we got these other characters here. We got Lindsay, who her code name I guess is Tessa, and then there's Philip, which, by the way, I always confuse Philip and Paul. Too many P names. I'm not reading these things as well as probably I should be. But Philip is not the same person as Paul. But Philip in this situation was Malachi. So that messed me up because I'm starting to remember all these names that were just messing me up. So anyway, then they have this team of assassins, which I thought were like government type people, I guess. And they also got a few other people. One other guy was Luke. Luke is by far the one who I can remember because at least he seems really useful. Okay, so anyway, they're tracking this guy, Paul, around. He's doing his, drug dealy type stuff. He smuggles money, he launders stuff, I guess, while doing his day job. One thing I do want to say, and I definitely caught this author, so if you saw this, I forget the author's name, but if you were watching this video, I definitely saw you reference Counter-Strike, okay? I know it. He went for B, got sniped. I know Counter-Strike enough to know that happens, so cheers to you for putting that in there. All right, so anyway, we're going to start out with Paul is just doing his illegal stuff, and people, become aware of him, these assassin-type people. And one of the best parts about this story is the fact that there is that notice of normal America. So in the description, they straight out say, like, hey, this is America, this is real. There's so much sensory information that really puts you in the story, like smell, memories of things that have happened at locations. I was like, oh, wow, this really gives you a good feel of what's going on. And it's not too much. Like, it'll be thrown in arbitrarily to give you just like, oh, hey, this is what this person was experiencing or had experienced at this location. So it's specifically very common for Paul because he's the one that's just he's doing a lot of stuff in his life. So anyway, Paul is doing his laundering stuff. These assassins come after him. You know, he's kind of aware. He gets like a if you ever seen Office Space, where they had the interview with the two guys who had the same name. I should remember this stuff. Anyway, he had that interview. Well, he got pulled into his office, and they're like, "Hey, we have like a threat on your life or something like that." So he's just hanging out in the office for a while until eventually he's like, "I need to go," and that's when he stops playing Counter-Strike in the office and just runs away. And then there's a chase scene, and then there's a bunch of shooting, and it gets really intense. Like episode 3, all of a sudden just guns are blazing. You don't know what's going on. People are just getting shot up. And I will say there's just so much happening. You're just like, I don't even really know who's shooting right now, because people are flying in, flying out, and it's wild. Like it is wild. I like I said, I have struggled to keep up, mainly because you have a lot of characters talking. There's so much back and forth, and none of the characters really stand out to me as like, hey, this guy is my person here. This is my person here. These are their characteristics that really make them super unique. Like, to me, it was Paul, super drug lord guy, always high, somehow capable of doing things. And then there's the people who want to kill him or capture him or whatever the case. And then episode 3, guns are blazing. It was nice. As far as anything else in the story, I will say, again, there was a really good job with sensory information. The other thing that I loved was the guns. Okay, it was very, very clear. A ton of research was put in to, okay, this is the type of guns that are being used, why they're being used for, or this type of agent would carry this type of gun. Okay, so I think that is really, really great. Certain things like that really make you feel like, okay, this person knows what's going on. And now, I've never been a government agent in my life, and I don't ever plan on being a government agent, or if these are government agents, or being an assassin, or any of those things. But I will say, like, I have a very strong feeling that the author took their time researching this stuff to make sure that these are the kind of things that are accurate. So kudos to you. And that is a wrap for Mandala. If you like this kind of stuff, consider subscribing, or at least watching another one of my videos that YouTube recommends. If you would like to have your story reviewed by me, just hit me up on Discord. Information is in the description below. It is a wonderful community full of authors who just love talking about Vella, and sometimes crying about Vella. I personally cry daily when I think about Kindle Vella. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. Peace.